Have you ever imagined what your life would be like if you were a wealthy person? Well, I believe that by changing some habits, your financial life will certainly improve by at least 300%. It is precisely these habits that are keeping you in poverty. By changing this, your entire financial situation will also change for your happiness and satisfaction. In today's video, we will have great insights and guidance to improve your financial trajectory. Today, we'll embark on a fascinating journey of exploration that could redefine the landscape of your personal finances. Let's take a closer look at 10 behaviors that could definitely be sabotaging your financial progress. However, it's important to note that in this video, we won't just identify these harmful habits, we will also share valuable guidance, providing you with the tools you need to overcome these adverse patterns and pave the way toward a life of prosperity. Believe me, this video is a treasure full of suggestions capable of completely reconfiguring your situation in relation to money. So stay with us until the end of this video, because the last habit is the worst of all, and you need to correct it as soon as possible. So let's start. The first habit that can drag us into poverty, and is also a huge waste of time, is attachment to social media. This seems harmless, but believe me, it is extremely harmful. How many hours of your day are spent endlessly scrolling through your social media feed? How often have you felt inadequate, unhappy, or like you are the most failed person in the world? Have you ever stopped to wonder why people on Instagram always seem to be smiling, beautiful and rich? Do you really think their lives come down to this? Leave your opinion in the comments below. If you keep looking at how these people's lives are going and comparing yourself to them, you will definitely have that feeling of failure. Know that these unrealistic standards that are a facade on social media are a trap that can lead us to negative feelings. This is perfectly normal. But the more we allow ourselves to sink into these feelings, the more our self-esteem suffers. And when self-esteem is weakened, our overall performance can be harmed, affecting our work and consequently our income. A useful tip is to do an honest analysis of the time you spend on social media. It is possible to set reminders to limit time on Instagram, for example. Furthermore, disabling notifications can be an effective strategy to avoid the temptation to open the application with each new message received in the notification bar. Reflecting on how excessive use of social media can negatively impact your mental health and productivity is essential. Investing your time in more meaningful and productive activities can contribute to your well-being and financial success. Remember that time is a valuable resource, and spending it wisely is crucial to achieving your financial and personal goals. In the second habit, we are faced with a familiar scenario that impacts many of us: the lack of solid financial organization. The intriguing gap in the control of monetary resources is an issue that transcends social boundaries, affecting both those with more modest conditions and the richest. Imagine a situation where salary and other earnings are like water running through your fingers, quickly disappearing into the responsibilities to be paid. Fixed and variable expenses mix, forming a financial mess that makes it difficult to understand where the money is going at the end of the month. Nothing is saved, and in worse situations, some people find themselves in debt in amounts that exceed their monthly earnings. However, it is important to understand that organizing your finances does not just mean tracking expenses. Efficient financial management involves the ability to set clear goals, establish well-defined priorities, and create a sensible budget. We are not just dealing with the superficial part. We are investigating the roots of this challenge that affects everyone. Therefore, when approaching this habit, we suggest you think not only about your expenses, but also about your long-term financial goals. This is the essential foundation for a successful financial journey. Make no mistake, this situation does not only happen to those who receive lower salaries. Even people who earn more than 15 minimum wages can find themselves in this same difficult cycle. As earnings increase, it is common for the standard of living to also rise, and consequently money is spent in the same way. However, dear reader, the path to prosperity begins with a simple principle: spending less than you earn. While it's easier said than done, Following this principle is the crucial first step to staying ahead of the pack. Accumulating wealth becomes possible only when there is effective control over spending. To help you in this financial situation, I want to suggest something simple, but that can have a big impact. Carefully record every penny you spend, whether it's buying ice cream, shopping at the supermarket, or even giving money to a beggar at a traffic light. Write everything down. Do this for at least 2 months, and uncertainty about how your money is being spent will be replaced by clear understanding. By having a detailed record of your expenses, you will be able to carry out a thorough analysis and identify areas where you can reduce unnecessary expenses. Cut unnecessary expenses. Focus on saving, set realistic financial goals, and create a monthly budget. Strictly monitoring your expenses, creating an emergency fund, and investing part of your income are crucial steps to building a solid foundation for your financial stability. Organizing your finances is like the stage where the story of the success or tragedy of your future unfolds, so it deserves immediate attention. Do not leave it for later. Start your journey towards financial independence today by controlling your spending and managing your money wisely. Let me draw your attention to something. I haven't even gotten to the main part yet, and I knew that a lot of people have already left the video and then asked why they aren't successful at anything in life. If you are still here, it's because you are a resilient person and deserve my respect. Let me know if you're still here. Comment like this: "Money is my ally." Just write this. When I see this comment, I'll know you're still in the video. I'll give your comment a little heart. The third habit that can put you in a difficult financial situation is not having an emergency fund. This means saving an amount equivalent to 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. For example, if you spend $2,000 per month, it is important to have at least $6,000 available in an accessible account to deal with unforeseen events. Not having this reserve is risky. Imagine losing your job or facing an accident that prevents you from working for months. It would happen without an emergency reserve. The consequences could be serious. Also consider the scenario of investing in the stock market, but without an emergency fund. If an urgent need arises, you will be forced to redeem your investments. If the market is falling at this time, you run the risk of having significant losses. The fundamental guideline is to start building your contingency reserve while continuing with investments. You can allocate this amount to options such as the Treasury Selic or a bank deposit certificate (CDB) with daily liquidity. Avoid keeping your money in a savings account, as it does not generate adequate returns to ensure your financial stability. An emergency fund provides peace of mind to deal with unforeseen situations without affecting your investments and your future financial situation. Do not underestimate the importance of this habit, as it represents a shield in times of financial crisis. The fourth often overlooked custom is the lack of investment in knowledge. After graduation, many people stop seeking continued learning. This is the crucial time to invest in self-development, acquiring knowledge to stand out in a competitive job market and progress financially. A valuable recommendation is to dedicate 30 minutes a day to reading, exploring books that spark your interest. As this habit solidifies, explore works that contribute to your professional growth. Investing in knowledge is a sure path to personal and professional improvement. The continuous pursuit of learning enriches your mind and opens doors to more promising career opportunities. Therefore, do not underestimate the power of knowledge in your journey to success. Keep the desire to learn alive, as learning is a light that illuminates the path to a more promising future. The fifth habit that often leads to poverty is the tendency to buy impulsively when faced with promotions. We are often seduced by tempting offers, even when we have no intention of purchasing anything. Before making a purchase, ask yourself a crucial question: do I really need it? Is it possible to wait until next month? If the purchase can be delayed, it is not a genuine need. Another relevant question is, do I have the resources to pay in cash? Otherwise, your finances may not be prepared for this expense. It is important to understand that a credit card is not a source of additional income. Avoid impulsive spending and set aside money for future investments instead of spending it on superfluous items. The sixth habit that can lead to financial difficulties is the habit of accumulating too much debt. Some people get so used to debt that they resort to borrowing for almost everything. Credit cards in particular can become a problem if not used responsibly. If you can't pay the balance in full, the debt accumulates quickly. It's crucial to avoid unnecessary debt and manage spending responsibly to build a solid financial foundation. The seventh habit that can harm your financial resources is paying unnecessary fees and expenses. Many people pay for services they don't even use, like streaming subscriptions or bank accounts with fees. It is important to assess whether you are making the most of your services and whether there are more cost-effective options available. Periodically reviewing your spending and eliminating unnecessary expenses can free up resources for more significant savings or investments. Stay aware of your finances, avoid impulsive spending, and eliminate superfluous expenses to build a more solid and prosperous financial situation. Every penny saved is a step towards a more secure financial future. The eighth habit that can trap us in a limiting mindset is believing that those who have money are just lucky. While birth circumstances can make the journey to wealth easier or harder, it is crucial to understand that most millionaires did not inherit their wealth. They built it with merit and hard work. Luck, whether in the form of privileged birth or a large sum of money, is not the only determining factor in your financial future. A valuable tip to overcome this habit is to stop comparing yourself to rich people and justifying your achievements by saying, but he was born into a rich family. See yourself as the protagonist of your own story and understand that you are primarily responsible for achieving your goals, regardless of your initial circumstances. Determination, effort, and financial education play a more important role than luck in building your personal wealth. Believing in your own potential and ability to create a prosperous financial future is the path to success. The ninth habit that can delay your enrichment plans is waiting too long to start investing. The right time to start your investments is now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the amount you've been waiting for a long time, or a job that pays more. The sooner you start investing, the sooner compound interest will start working in your favor. Compound interest has remarkable power in building wealth. Starting investments early allows your money to grow and multiply over time. Postponing the start of investments is postponing the opportunity to accumulate wealth efficiently. Additionally, the fear of getting started often results in potential losses as time passes, missing the opportunity to benefit from different asset classes such as stocks, bonds, and real estate, which have the potential to generate significant returns over time. The key message is, don't put off until tomorrow what you can start today. Even if you start with small amounts, the important thing is to establish the habit of investing, be disciplined, set financial goals, and seek appropriate advice. With determination and commitment, you will be building a solid path towards a more secure and prosperous financial life. Time is on your side, so don't waste it. The 10th habit that many adopt, leading them to a life of scarcity, is to prioritize paying all expenses before meeting their own needs. How many of us put ourselves on the back burner financially? We work hard, receive our salary, and immediately start paying off bills, debts, and spending on superfluous items. At the end of the month, there is nothing left to invest in our own future. Some get stuck in this incessant cycle, a real rat race, in which we work, make money, pay bills, run out of money, and the cycle repeats itself. Valuable advice is to reverse this traditional logic and start paying yourself first. Establish a bill for your future, directing, for example, 10% of your income to personal investments. Adjust your lifestyle according to the remaining money. If you always put yourself on the back burner, you will face the difficulty of never being adequately rewarded. Prioritizing your financial future is essential, so pay yourself before paying off your bills, and experience how this habit change can make all the difference on your journey towards financial independence. Your financial future deserves your attention and priority. If you've made it this far, please comment, "I watched until the end, so I know you're truly committed to changing your life." So, I will reciprocate with a heart in your comment. Now, a video is appearing on your screen where I teach you how you can achieve wealth in just 6 months. If that's what you want, go watch it now.